I want my days to be bright. That sounded pretty depressive. Well, my battery is dying. I'm stressing out. Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video. You saw the title, you know what the video is gonna be about. I'm gonna show what's on my iPhone, and I have the iPhone XS. I do usually have a case, but it is nasty looking, so today the case is gonna go just right there, not on my phone today because it just looks better without. And it wasn't always brown. Yeah, who would have thought? So of course my lock screen has to be Manhattan because I love Manhattan. I'm obsessed with Manhattan, or let's say New York City. I want to live there. I'm gonna live there someday. It will happen. Let's just get past my obsession with New York City. As my background, I usually have a plain simple background because I like the apps to be the focal point. So in this case it's all the red apps, so obviously YouTube and Pinterest have to be on the side. My first app is YouTube, then Pinterest, and Tezza. If you don't know what Tezza is, it's basically an editing app where you can edit photo and videos. So let me just show you. You have to pay for most of the filters. Let's just take one video. I'm gonna take the video I created yesterday. So you go over here to this edit tab on the left side, and you can see the logs on the filters. So you see they're not available unless you pay for it. They look very pretty, but I am cheap, so I'm not gonna buy them. So you have to go to the second thingy and you search for grain. That's what I use Tezza for, because on Visco I basically use Visco for everything, but it doesn't have the grain effect for videos, at least when I last checked. It does have the grain effect for photos, but not for videos, and that is why I have Tezza. You can change the amount of the grain, the size, and the roughness. I like this effect a lot. So I have this app basically for just one feature. Yeah, I'm crazy. Anyways, and go to Pinterest. If you don't know what Pinterest is, where have you been? Because this is a great app and I have been re-obsessed with it. I've known about Pinterest probably since 2013. I was saving these crazy life hacks that nobody will ever try, you know, like these kind of things. Just a place where I can find pretty pictures for backgrounds, or for example I have my pictures that I have on my wall from Pinterest. I'm gonna insert a picture right here so you can see my wall. So for me this app is just basically search for inspiration. In this case I am trying to find new outfits for me that I like. Not many curvy girls are on Pinterest, which is pretty annoying. Maybe I will do that. Then I have Fonto, which I used to edit my thumbnails with back in the days where I filmed au pair videos. This was a long time ago, back in 2018 with another channel. So I don't really use this app that much, but it was red, so I'm just gonna keep it there. So, and if you didn't know this, I live in Germany and Sparkasse is my banking app. Then I have YouTube Studio. This is great just to check on your analytics. So I used to look at this pretty often, but I try not to stress too much about numbers because I don't know, I'm new to this, I have fun with this, I want to do this, so I shouldn't be stressing too much about numbers. I don't know if someone is like me in this case, but I don't like to stress about these numbers too much, but I think it's important too that you're just keep track of your analytics. I haven't figured this out yet. Then we have a folder right here. These are basically apps that I don't really use that often, to be honest. Yes, Tinder is on here too. Let's just not comment on that though. Then I have my HVV app, or HVV as Germans like to say it. Yeah, this is just for transportation in my city. On the second page I have my orange and my yellow apps. Starting with SoundCloud, you see there is a cloud right next to it, which means I have to re-download it. So I don't use this that much. On my phone at least. On my laptop I do use SoundCloud, but not so much on my phone. Then I have Bubble, which is a learning app, learning to speak another language. I don't really use this that much either, just because you have to pay at some point. Then I have Kayak, which is a traveling app. You can search for flights and hotels on here. As you can see, I haven't used this in a hot second. We all know why. First, coronavirus, and second is the money. No comment on that though. So in this folder I have GoToMeeting, and Moya is basically Uber but fancier, I guess. So GoToMeeting was basically just for some of my online classes in the last semester. I'm gonna delete this because apparently I don't need this anymore. We have like a hybrid type of school situation and we have only on Zoom. The next app is Zalando, is just another online shop. So the next app is a delivery app, and this is basically just like Postmates or Uber Eats. And Sonos is for my dad's music stuff. It's just for music. I don't really use. Basically I am keeping this here because I don't have a lot of orange and yellow apps, which applies to the next app, which is a game actually. Let's re-download this app because I don't know if it was a thing in the US, but it was pretty popular in Germany here back in 2013 or something. Let me just play this. Okay, it looks like you have to do math. You know that 2 and 2 goes together, 4 and 4. Yeah, basically you do this pretty much how long you survive. My tip is for you, keep the biggest number in the corner. It's just easier to win this way, or like not win. You can go on and on and on with this game basically, but I think it's easier this way. So okay, continue with Snapchat. I don't really use it that much, to be honest. Hi. But no, I don't really use this that much. I think it's still a thing in the US, but it's just not a thing in Germany anymore. I don't know. I feel like it's out of the trend. You know, the next app, it's just notes. I use this pretty often, to be honest, just to have to-do lists and stuff. This in particular is for my room makeover. Let's get to the third page, which is the green page, and it starts with FaceTime. I don't have to explain FaceTime, obviously. Same thing goes for messages. So in Europe, we don't really use messages that much. We have WhatsApp for that. The next app is Flixbus, or Flixbus as we Germans say it. I used to use this pretty often just because Flixbus is pretty much known for their amazing prices. And fun fact, Flixbus is a German company which expanded to the US back in 2018, I guess. If you don't know Flixbus, you have to check them out. I mean, after the corona thing is not a thing anymore, but they have amazing prices. And I don't know if this applies to the US, but at least in Europe it's pretty good to travel. Yeah, Spotify, you all know Spotify. I love this app, and I like to create a ton of playlists, as you can see. For example, this one I recently created, and it says POV, your life is a movie. So I want to link my Spotify here if you want to find me. I love making playlists. I don't know, it makes me feel like a DJ sometimes. Back to the third page. So the next one is Park Now, and this is so you don't have to go to the parking meter. So if you don't have coins with you, you just download this app and basically pay with PayPal. So alright, the next app is a recipe app. So this is especially made for the machine I own. It's called Thermomix. It can do everything. It's amazing. The next app is for books. I don't really use it that much, but I forgot to cancel the subscription and now I paid for a whole year. I don't really use it. Yeah, that was fun. So the next app is for the scooters in town. I used to do this pretty often because it's fun to do, but it gets expensive quickly, so I stopped doing that. In this folder I have my Moneyfi app and the app from Apple, Find My iPhone. So Moneyfi is a great app to track your expenses. So let's just say I get 200 euros a month, so I can just say money and say this comes in, and if I say I have like bills to pay for maybe T-Mobile, $20 or something, and it's a bill. So yeah, it's basically an app to track your expenses. This one is pretty great too. I use this just on my laptop more than on my phone. This is to track your online courses and your tasks. I saw this in a YouTube video, and I think this is a great way to just keep track of everything. So the next page is with blue and pinkish purple apps. Then I have my mail apps, which, yes, I know, 422 notifications, it's crazy. PayPal, then I have Disney Plus. If you don't know PayPal, this is just the same as Venmo. It's just a paying app. So this is just a app for transferring money or get money. So then I have Disney Plus, Prime Video. So then I have the Zoom app for online classes, the weather app, Facebook, which I don't really use that much. So in this folder I have apps. I use Amazon pretty much, but the other ones not very often, to be honest. I have Telegram, which is just another messaging app like WhatsApp. So then I have App Store, Technica, which is my insurance, then Dropbox, Lightroom, Twitter, and Widgetsmith. So Widgetsmith is for the widgets on here. If you want me to make a video on iOS 14, please comment, even though I'm not a pro at these things, but I can show you how I did this. Then I have this app. This is for sending my grandma a postcard, which is pretty great. The next apps are shortcuts. Oh, and this app is, I can delete this app. Then I have my files, Facetune, which I don't really use that much either, just because I don't really take photos of me or post them. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I post YouTube videos, but not Instagram pictures. I don't know, I can't explain. So Street Easy is just for fun. I like to look at Manhattan apartments, even though I can't afford them. And as you can see, 9,000 is way out of my price league. But I think it just makes me happy to look at these. I don't know, I'm crazy, I know. The next app is Instagram. So everybody knows Instagram. I don't have to explain this app. Then I have the Misguided app. I don't shop in apps that much, to be honest, except for ASOS. But when I shop, I usually do this on my laptop. Then I have the iTunes store here. I just keep it here because it's purple. I don't use this at all. Klarna is just for another way for paying for stuff. So, and on the next page we have the black page. Starting with Netflix, everybody knows Netflix. I don't really use this much either, because when I watch Netflix, I either watch on my laptop or my TV. Currently, I am re-watching Friends again, so I don't need Netflix at this moment because Friends is on Prime Video. But I recently watched Gossip Girl again. I don't really like this show just because it has too much drama in it, you know. I just re-watched it because it's in New York, of course, and I watched this because it's taking me back to 2014, you know. What shows am I watching? Okay, I haven't updated this list because I don't like Baby, like the show Baby. It's just not for me. Sex and the City, but the series is way better. It's just not on Netflix, which is annoying. Oh, and fun fact, don't hate me when I say this, but the Netflix here in Germany is way better than in the US. Well, you guys have Grey's Anatomy, which is good, but we have Grey's Anatomy on Prime. So does anyone like Riverdale? I don't know, I like the first season, but then it got like a bit ridiculous. Am I the only one who thinks like that? I always rewatch Vampire Diaries, but just until season 5, I guess. I don't like season 6 and 7. It's just not for me. Are they 8 seasons or 7? Okay, 8 seasons apparently. So apparently I don't like the last 3 seasons then. Then we have TikTok. We all know TikTok. I was pretty late to the trend to download TikTok because I thought there were just kids on the app, you know, but now I am one of the kids. Yeah. Then I have Wallet, Goat, and voice memos. PLT, which I don't use as often. So Goat is a website or an app where I basically would buy my sneakers if I could afford them. I think Goat is pretty professional. I like Goat more than StockX because StockX is giving me AliExpress vibes. You know what I mean? It's just the way the website looks to me. So these are the shoes I saved. I want to buy all of them in the future, but you can see the prices. It's just a no for me at the moment. So I have to stick with my Air Force Ones, which is alright. So in this folder, I have the app Miles. Yeah, let's just delete this because I don't use this anymore. Then I have Firefox. I don't use this much either. I can delete this too, actually. Then Clock, which I sadly use for my alarm in the morning. Yeah, I should organize this. So then I have my settings. So this app is for college. I can look up my grades in here. In this folder I have Nike, ASOS, Unfold, which I don't use anymore. I can just delete that. So basically the only app I don't use, as you can see, is Nike as much, but I use ASOS pretty often, the calendar, and Visco to edit my photos and videos. I think you pay $20 per year, if I remember it correctly. I think it's totally worth it because I always edit my photos and pictures on here. I didn't know I had so many pictures here, to be honest. I'm not active on here at all. It's just for me. So sorry for that. My camera said I don't have any more storage. All right, so Shein, I ordered back in 2014, and so the items I got, they stank. I could smell the chemicals through the bags they were sent in. I mean, I should have expected that because of the prices. Anyways, so and Milanote is for one of my classes, which is just basically just a board. So last but not least, I have my colored apps, photos, Google Maps, Chrome, Google, eBay, color widgets. So at the moment I use eBay pretty often just because I buy used stuff there. Yeah, and oh, I didn't say anything about my widgets. That was basically it. So I hope you liked this video. It's getting dark outside, which is pretty sad. It's only 4 p.m. I'm a summer person. I want my days to be long, you know? I want my days to be bright. That sounded pretty depressive. Well, my battery is dying. I'm stressing out. I'm gonna remember you to like this video because I am that person. Even if I did like a video, I don't press the like button. So if you did like this video, I would highly appreciate it if you press the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. A room makeover is coming, so if you want to see that, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in next week's video. Bye.